All right, good morning and welcome to another day of Learning with Miss Tia. Today is Tuesday, April, stuck in March, April 7. Let's go ahead and clap 7 times. Ready? Get your hands ready. 1 clap for each number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You should stop after that. Only 7 claps. All right, today is Tuesday, April 7th. I'll get it right here. All right. The letter that we're learning this week is the letter G. G is for goggles. Oh, hey, I got some goggles here. All right, let me put my goggles on real quick. Where do you use goggles? Here we go. Perfect. Where do you use goggles? When you swim. Good job. All right, these are for swimming. Obviously, these are for my daughter and not for me, but made it work. All right, so G is for goggles. G says g for goggles. Or how about Google? You might Google what a question. Or how about glasses, like sunglasses? I don't have any sunglasses here right now. Sunglasses. Or how about grass? Grass. That's another one. G. All right. So, we're going to get started here. Let's give a shout out to some of our people at home. So, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to, I think Emma is out there today. Good morning, Emma. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to, is Colton out there today? Good morning, Colton. I miss you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to Hartley and Bentley. Good morning. How are you today? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to, is Olivia out there today? Good morning, Olivia. Good morning to you. All right, let's get started. Today we're going to be reading a story called Benny's Pennies. It is written by Pat Bryson. Now you need to make sure that you listen to the story very closely because I'm going to ask you some questions. Because you are very close to getting to kindergarten here, just quite a few short months away. Oh my goodness, you guys are getting so old. Anyway, so in kindergarten, you read stories and the teacher always asks you questions about the story. So it's important that you have your listening ears so that when I ask you questions, you'll be able to answer them. Okay? All right, so let's get started. All right, so this is Benny's Pennies. It is written by Pat Bryson and illustrated by Bob Barker, but I've made my own illustrations, so we're going to use those. Alright, so let's begin. So this is Benny McBride, and he has 5 new pennies. So, let me show you his pennies. So these are the pennies that he has, which are very big pennies. They don't usually this big. So Benny has his 5 pennies. So he has his 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here's his 5 pennies. And he sets off to his family and says, what should I buy with my pennies? And his mom says to buy something beautiful, says his mom. His brother says, buy something good to eat. His sister says, buy something nice to wear. His dog says, woof, woof. And his cat says, meow. All right, so he sets off with his 5 pennies to go and buy something into the town. So he goes into town with his 5 new pennies, and the first person that he comes along is a woman cutting roses. Her name was Mrs. Hill. Will you sell me a rose? Will you sell me a rose for a penny? Yes, I will, said Mrs. Hill. So he gives her the penny, and she gives him the beautiful, sweet-smelling rose. So he continues on his journey. Now he has only 1, 2, 3, 4 pennies and 1 sweet-smelling rose. Next, he comes across a baker, a girl baking cookies. Her name was Lucy May. Will you sell me a cookie? Will you sell me a cookie for a penny? A cookie for a penny? Okay, said Lucy May. So Benny gives her a penny, and she gives him a nice warm cookie. He continues on his way. He now has 1, 2, 3 pennies, a soft warm cookie, and a sweet smelling rose. Next he comes across a boy making hats. His name was Michael Bess. Will you sell me a hat? Will you sell me a hat for a penny? Yes, oh yes, said Michael Bess. So Benny gives him a penny, and the boy gives him a hat. And Benny continues on his way. Now he has remaining only 1, 2 pennies, a fine paper hat, a warm, soft cookie, and a sweet-smelling rose. Next, he comes across a butcher cutting meat. His name was Mr. Hopper. Will you sell me a bone? Will you sell me a bone for a penny? You're quite a shopper, said Mr. Hopper. So Benny gives him a penny, and Mr. Hopper gives him the bone, and he continues on his way. Now he only has 1 penny left, 1 meaty bone, 1 fine paper hat, 1 soft warm cookie, and 1 sweet smelling rose. Next he comes across a man catching fish. His name was Mr. Beale. And what did Benny say? He said, will you sell me a fish? Will you sell me a fish for a penny? It's a deal, said Mr. Beale. So Benny gives him his last penny, and Mr. Beale gives him the juicy fish. So Benny heads home, no more pennies, and he heads home with his 5 new items. What are his 5 new items? He has a juicy fish, a meaty bone, a fine paper hat, a soft warm cookie, and a sweet smelling rose. Let me move these out of the way. Alright, I'm back, he calls. And look, I bought what you said. There's Mom. Alright, Mom says, oh, Benny, it's so beautiful. So Mom gets move this up a little bit. Mom gets the sweet smelling rose. Brother, here he comes. Hi Benny, what'd you get for me? That is delicious. Let's move this cookie over so it looks like he's actually eating the cookie here. Yum, 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 yum. And then his sister, here she is. I love it! Let's put her wearing the hat here. Let's put her down here. And put her wearing the beautiful, fine paper hat. Oh, there we go. Okay. Next, we have the dog. What do you think he's going to say? Woof, woof. That means, thank you, I love it. So he's going to eat the nice meaty bone. And then we have left is the fish for the cat. And he says, meow. And he goes over here and he's going to eat that fish. Nom, 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 nom. They all say, thank you, Benny. We love it. And he says, you're welcome. And that is the end of our story. So, let's ask a few questions before I take these off. So, what happened in the beginning of our story? So we have Benny here, and he has what? What does he have? He has pennies. How many pennies did he have? He had 5 pennies. So in the beginning of our story, Benny goes out with his 5 new pennies, and he does what? In the middle of our story, what does Benny do? He goes and he trades his pennies for each of the things that he buys. Okay? So 1 penny for each item. And at the end of our story, what does he do with all those things that he bought? He went home and he gave them all to his family. Yep, his cat, his dog, his brother, his sister. Oh, she's hiding behind the hat here. And his mom. That was so nice of him, wasn't it? So Benny's pennies. Good job. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to play a game. So you can make your own game board. I have a game board here that I happen to have, but you can always make your own game board at home. All you need to do is just make some squares in any kind of pattern you want. You can make them in a circle, make your start at one end and your circle, the end of your circle in the middle, so you go like this and around and around. The middle could be your finish line. So we have a start and we have a finish, okay? All right. So real easy to make your own game board, and all you need to do is maybe have a dice and a few game pieces, and you just roll the dice and you move that many spaces. Okay. The way we're going to play it though today is I'm going to ask some questions, and then we'll move some spaces. So we're not going to be able to finish the game because it would take too long, but we can start. Okay. So you guys are going to be. Oh, where did my pieces go? Oh, here we go. Alright, so you guys at home are going to be, do you guys know who that is? That is Gecko. He's from PJ Masks. Go Gecko Muscles. He's very sticky. Alright, and I am going to be this little bitty bunny with some rainbow hair there. I'm going to be Miss Bunny here. Alright, so we're going to go start over here at the starting position. And since you guys are at home, you're going to get to go first. So the first question here is, what is 6 plus 1. 6 plus 1. So if you have your items that you can count, you will be able to answer this question. So I'm going to count out. Here's my 1, and I'm going to do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 plus 1. If we use our number line, you can do that as well. 6 plus 1. So remember, we start at our highest number. So 6, and we add, we go to the right, the left. So we go over 1, so that would be 7. So let's count our blocks. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 7 is the correct answer, so you get to move 3 spaces. Alright, go Gecko, go Gecko. I'm going to use my sticky strings. So he's going to move 3 spaces. Ready? Here he goes. 1, 2, 3. Now remember, when you move 1 square for each number, just like we did in the beginning of our video, where we clapped 7 times, and we did 1 clap for each number, okay? Remember, you don't have to rush. Just count slowly so you don't miss any numbers. All right. Okay, I'm ready to go. All right. So mine is, which number comes next? We have 9, a blank space, 11, and 12. Which number comes next? Well, when we're counting, this is a great question. When we're counting, do you know how to count from starting somewhere in the middle? So this is where a number line comes in real nice and handy. So here's my 9, and then it goes 11, 12. So what number is in between 9 and 11? Number 10. All right, so number 10 is the answer. That means I get to move 3 spaces. All right, I get to move 3 spaces. I get to hop like a little bunny. 1, 2, 3. I'm on top of Gecko. We're on the same space. Move over. We can both fit here. All right, next question. Who is taller? Which one is the tall one, tall. So you take a look at A and you take a look at B. Which one is taller? So it's kind of like my, when we did our blocks, and if I have like this, which one is taller? Okay, so this one is. So I think you guys got that one right. So you move one space. One space. Okay, my turn to go. Excuse me. Oh man, you're right in front of me. Alright, next question is for me. Yeah, I get my chance to hop around. Alright. It's your turn. So it's, next question is, how many screws are here in the box? So we're going to count them. I believe they have them in groups of 5. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you're counting with me at home. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 screws. So they have it in 3 groups of 5. So that's 5, 10, 15. Alright, so 15 screws. You get to move one space. Go gecko. Alright, yes. I get to do the slide. Woohoo! Alright, there I am. Man, look how far ahead I am. That's not fair. I can hop my way over there. Don't you worry. Alright, my turn, Miss Bunny. Alright, my question is, how can we make the number 10? 3 plus what number gives us 10? So, how we attack this is we're going to take 10. I'm going to use my blocks. You can use whatever you're counting with. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here's my 10. I'm making the number 10. So here's 10. And they said it was 3 plus what number makes 10. So remember yesterday in our video, we talked about no matter how, as long as you have the same number, it doesn't matter how you break them apart, it's still going to equal 10. So 3 plus this number equals 10. Let's say I take 5 off. 5 plus this number, which they're equal, 5 would be 10. So they still equal 10. So this one here says 3 plus a number. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 off. So here's my first group and here's my second group. So 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 should give me 10. So my answer should be 7. So which one of these has 7 dots on it? The top one or the bottom one? A or B? It should be the top one, A, because this only has 3. And 3 plus 3 does not equal 10. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Alright, so, very good. So I get to move one space as well. Yay! Oh my goodness, I had to go one space. Hoppity hop. I get to ride the slide. Gecko, I just keep following you. Oh my goodness, we're on the same space again. That is so cool. You're like my best friend. Let's do this together. Okay. Alright, so the next question is which one has fewer chickens? Which one has fewer chickens? So this side here has how many chickens? It has 1, 2, 3. It has 4 chickens on that side. And this side over here in this box has 3 chickens. So I'm going to use my box again. I'm going to take 3 chickens and I'm going to take 4 chickens. So this is my 1, 2, 3, 4 chickens, and this is my 1, 2, 3 chickens. Which one has the fewest? Which one has fewer chickens? This one or this one? So which one is less? Which one is less or fewer? They all mean the same thing. So this one here is my shorter stack of blocks here. So that means 3 is 1 less than 4. So 3 is the smaller number. So B here has the fewest amount of chickens. So you get to move 2 spaces. Alright, I get to move 2 spaces. Go gecko. Yay! 1 and 2. Woohoo! Don't worry, I'm going to catch up with you, okay? Alright. Which one has less, with 1 less than 4. 1 less than 4. So I'm going to take my 4 blocks here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. And it says 1 less. That means I need to take 1 away. So I'm going to take 1 away. How many blocks am I left with? 1, 2, 3 blocks. I'm left with 3 blocks. So 1 less than 4 should be 3. Which one of those is 3? Well, this first one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that the same number as 3? No, it is not. How about this one here? 1, 2, 3. That one has 3 dots. That is the answer. So I get to move 2 spaces. Yay, I get to jump 2 spaces. 1, 2. Gecko, why are you always in my way? I just like to share with you. We're winning together. Oh, yes we are. Alright, and Gecko's final turn. How many dogs are on this square? So we have 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom. So 2 groups of 3. So you should be able to count those. I'll let you count those real quick at home. Alright, let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you get 6 at home? Alright, 6 is our answer. 6 dogs. So you get to move 2 spaces. Alright, 2 spaces. 1, 2. Gecko, that means you're the winner. Yay, I'm the winner. Oh, awesome. Alright, so Gecko is the winner. We're going to stop there. That way we can play another time. Just wanted to show you a quick game. Now, remember, I'd like to see your game boards that you make. Remember, they can be in any shape you want. They could be a letter, they could be a number, they could be a circle or a square or a triangle or a rectangle, or even like a swirly, like an ice cream, swirl. However you like to make it. You can make it with a bunch of squares or little squares. It doesn't really matter, just as long as something you can play with. So I'd love to see your game boards that you come up with. Now, you don't have to have cards like I do. You can just use your dice, and you just roll them, and you can use your little figurines. They don't have to be little game pieces. You can use whatever toys you want that you can put on your squares to move. Now, if you have a lot of squares, like my game board here has a lot of squares, so I could use both dice, add them together. So if, let's say I rolled a 4 and a 1, so 4 plus 1 is 5, I would move 5 spaces, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, look at there, I get to slide again. All right, but if you have just a small amount of squares, you might just want to use 1 dice, that way you don't end the game too quickly, okay? So that would be something fun that you can do at home. Remember, 1 square for each number, okay? Don't count too fast. Make sure you count slow so you don't miss any numbers, okay? All right, so again, so that concludes our video for today. So make sure you can have a little fun making a game board. Upload those pictures to our website, Bayside Discovery Center, and I'd love to see what you've created. And don't forget to give a thumbs up there in the corner for the video that you like it. And if you would like to get notifications of when the next video comes out, there's a subscribe button down there. You just push that button and you'll get notifications when I make my next video. Alright, until tomorrow, bye-bye.